Hi, I'm Julia Alexander. I am here with Miss Denise Winfrey. Denise and I will be talking about her tenure as Will County Executive until November. The election comes up. I know it must be exciting, and I know she has a lot to tell us. So without further delay, we're going to hear from Denise. But before we do, I would like for you all to take a moment of silence with us so that we can recognize Will County Executive Mr. Larry Walsh, Sr. And now may God be with his entire family. Hi, Denise. How are you?
Hi, Julia. How are you
Oh,
this evening?
I'm perfect. Once again, Denise, I have the pleasure of having you in front of my camera on Being Informed with Julia Alexander. You've done so much in this city and in this county, and just all over, really, because you're all over everywhere. So let's start a little bit about what you've done, and then go into why you were chosen to take this seat of Will County Executive until November.
Well, thank you, Julia.
You're welcome.
And I'm here today, and I'm following the footsteps of Larry Walsh Sr., not taking his place because I can't, no one can.
Absolutely,
I'm following in his footsteps and hopefully following a path that's similar to what he would have taken had he continued to be here. Want to always look out for Will County. And some of you have heard me say before, Will County is a major metropolitan area in its own right, and we need to behave as such. We need to hold ourselves up. We need to expect to be at the big table and treat ourselves as if we are. And so that's my goal for Will County, is for us to continue to go forward as Larry would have done, continue to do great things in Will County, continue to lift up all of our residents, and to make this a great place for people to call home.
Okay. Well, I know that, Denise, you're a lady that has certainly moved up through the ranks with the county. You are now, tell us a little bit about your position with the county now, not the executive, but your prior position. Yeah.
Okay, so I came onto the county board in 2009. My representative on the county board, Dave Evans, passed away before his term was completed, and so I came onto the board. I was already on the township board and involved in a number of not-for-profit organizations around town, and so I came onto the county board with the understanding that I would run, which I did, ran, won that election, and have continued to run and win since then. And so eventually, after 11 years on the board, just December of 18, when we were sworn in, I became the speaker of the county board.
Wow.
So for me, that was a really momentous occasion because it was the first time that a woman had ever been speaker of that board.
Wow.
Julia, you may remember years back, the board was almost completely male.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
so that was something, and it's not been that long ago.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing for me. I'm excited to be able to fill the seat in until December 7th is actually the swearing-in day.
Okay.
So it's always the first Monday in December. So the new county executive will be sworn in along with new board members. I will be sworn in that day as a board member because I'm on the ballot for November. I'm running unopposed, and that I've already won my primary. So I will be sworn in December for my seat as District 8 representative, which is the same thing that I was before. So that has not changed. The only thing that's changed is temporarily I'm stepping over into the county executive's office so that we can have a smooth transition in terms of our current working situation and be able to create a great transition plan for the incoming executive. Nick Palmer, who's chief of staff, and I are working together to create a transition binder that will stand the new county executive in good stead. So there will be summaries, report outs from each of the departments, some information generalized, obviously, about how the county operates, what is done by the county executive, what falls into the purview of the speaker of the board and the board, all of that, so that whoever comes in December has at their fingertips a directory or a guide to work from.
Awesome. And that's awesome. And I think a transition is very vital to any change. And it sounds like you guys are putting a fantastic one together for whomever stepped in that seat. You did mention some of the works that you you hope to stay in the direction that that Mr. Walsh was going in. Let's talk about a little of that. I know he was very instrumental in the new courthouse
Absolutely.
downtown.
And for those of you who have seen it, we expect to be open this fall.
Wow.
We expect substantial completion on September 15th. That is still the goal. And we intend to have open houses and allow people from the community to come in, have a chance to tour the facility, test out our new caterer, and be able to see what their money bought, be able to enjoy the thing that they established. We believe that the new courthouse sets Will County apart. It is state-of-the-art in every facet. And so it will be an opportunity for people from around the community, from the schools, from community organizations, from the ecumenical group, whoever, other elected officials, to come in, tour it, and understand that we have built something we can be proud of and that all our residents can be proud of here in Will County. Similar to that, we have built a state-of-the-art health department.
Wow.
And as you know, we're sitting not far, we're in walking distance of that
Absolutely.
right now.
That's right,
And
that's
that is a
right.
beautiful facility. We will soon have a ribbon cutting and have an opportunity for people to tour that and see what we've done.
Is the work done on that?
Oh, it's done. They're moved in.
No
They are
kidding.
moved
Oh
in,
my
yes.
God.
We were ahead of schedule on that one.
Yeah.
And you may also remember that we also finished a new animal control center and a new emergency management center.
No, I
So
didn't.
we have had a major capital campaign over the last few years under Larry's direction, and we have done great things for Will County.
Yeah, Will County has done marvelous things, and I know the health department building. I was just there not that long ago, and there were just a frame, and now you're telling me it's done. But like
It
you
is
said,
done.
you guys are ahead of schedule.
We
so
are ahead of
that's
schedule.
awesome.
It's done and moved in. Now,
Yeah.
if you go around the corner here, you'll see that they have started to get ready to raise the old building
Okay.
so that they can make the new parking lot.
Oh, okay.
And
all
a
right.
few years back, we did already upgrade Sunny Hill. All of the avenues are completed. It is now an excellent facility. So we will have a complete county health complex. The Sunny Hill Nursing Home, the new health department, and we have our community health center all together there.
Wow.
All of it top of the line
So
for our
everyone knows
residents.
where their tax dollars are being
Absolutely.
gotten, and that's awesome. That
And
is
we-
so awesome. You can actually see your tax dollars and what Will County is doing with them, and that's awesome. Let's talk a little bit. You mentioned about voting. You know that voting will come in November. Now there's a lot of talk about mail-in voting and all that because with the pandemic and what's going on, we're not so sure as to our voting process. Have you guys talked about that at all?
We have. And, you know, in Illinois, we have always had the ability to vote by
Yes.
mail. You could always vote early or request a mail-in ballot.
Yes.
So what we expect for this fall is that more people will request a mail-in ballot. But our county clerk is up on the game.
Okay.
She is ready and able to manage that. She and her office are planning already for an increased amount of mail-in ballot requests and are gearing up for that so that they can be able to do what needs to be done to ensure that Will County, for sure,
Okay.
has elections that meet all the standards and is above board so that everyone who is willing to vote, and I say willing because a lot of people are eligible and unfortunately don't exercise that right,
Right.
but we encourage them to do that. But everybody who is willing to vote
Okay.
will have the opportunity and will be able to do it in the way that best suits them, whether it's from their home, whether it's at the county clerk's office, whether it's at the polling place, whether it's by mail, whatever is going to work best for them, they will have that opportunity.
Well, tell Lauren to get ready because there's going to be a surge in voters registration.
We fully
I
expect
believe.
that, and she is preparing for
Yes,
that now.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Denise, look into the camera, and I want you to speak to the public on behalf of Larry Walsh and his family, if that would be okay.
Certainly it is, and
Okay.
I always want to be able to speak for Larry,
Okay.
on behalf of Larry. And what I want the public to know is that Larry was a great man. He gave over 50 years of his life to public service here in this county because he believed in Will County. He believed in the value of the county. He believed it was a great place to live, a great place to raise a family. I also believe that. I believe that Will County is up, is coming, is great, has all the amenities. You know, we have 3 fully accredited 4-year universities here. We have the oldest junior college in the country, which also has a fully accredited and nationally acclaimed school of cuisine. We have restaurants, we have a theater, we have, and I mean the Rialto, not
Yes.
just movies.
Yes.
We have all that a person could want here in Will County. We have wonderful subdivisions, schools. We have anything and everything that a person could want, whether they're older, a senior, or they're younger, raising a family. Maybe they're a millennial, they don't have children yet, it's just them and their pet. But we have it all here in Will County, and we are at 45 minutes from downtown Chicago. So whatever your pleasure might be, you can get it all by living in Will County. This is an excellent place. Larry will be the first to tell you, come to Will County. We have jobs, we have homes, we have schools, we have education, we have culture, we have a social life. Join us, join the heritage of Larry Walsh Sr. in Will County.